Alright everyone, I've been wearing Her Highness, as I've lovingly named my beloved JLC, for the last 2.5 weeks, and I think she's ready for her close-up now. That's coming up, right after this. As many of you know, my love affair with this piece started long ago, and it took me a year of saving to get her. To me, it represents the perfect combination of fine Swiss watchmaking and a wristwatch I'm not likely to see on anyone else's wrist, even at a watch lover get-together. It's this closer kin to the original design and sport casual capability with little flash but badass appeal that made me fall in love. The case itself is brushed stainless steel that has a darker tone than you would expect, giving it a titanium appearance with the refreshing weight of the stainless steel. As you can see, most of the case exterior is covered in vulcanized rubber, and as you see at all the edges, it has been seamlessly married to the steel. The rubber gives it the casual sports appeal and means that it'll show fewer bangs and nicks from shared adventures. The case has distinct horizontal lines across the top and bottom, a design that's well followed throughout the piece and ties it together. The chronograph pushers share the same finish as the case and carry the same symmetrical and horizontal lines. The crown, on the other hand, has a polished finish with the same lines along its 4 flanks and is of course nicely signed with the JLC logo. It's not a screw down crown as you might have guessed from the 5 ATM water resistance. The dial is beautiful, although it will understandably be too busy for some. It features 3 subdials. The 30-minute chronograph counter is at the 3 o'clock position, with the 12-hour chronograph counter at the 9 o'clock position. The 6 o'clock subdial is a 24-hour GMT hand. One of my favorite features of this piece is found in the 12 o'clock position, and it's the big date. There are few things more enjoyable for a date lover than a big date window. The dial features Arabic numbers, only missing the numbers 12, 3, 6, and 9 replaced by the subdials and big date. There are 4 lines of text total on the dial. Automatic, directly under the big date, followed by the JLC name and logo. Under the GMT subdial are the words chronograph, atop Swiss made. Part of the beauty of this dial is found in the guilloche, which is seen here in the horizontal lines beautifully applied to the center portion of the dial. There are 2 minute tracks found on the dial. The outer track, used by the chronograph hand, and the inner track, used by the minute and hour hand. I love the bit of red added to the top of the chrono subdials and complemented by the chrono center hand. In terms of luminescence, as you see here, there is a very slim sliver of lume applied to the hour and minute hands, in addition to a few markers along the dial. But this is with direct light from a flashlight. Here's a more honest depiction of what it looks like in the dark. Can you see the time? Nope, me either. The lume was certainly not a priority and obviously not the reason anyone would be looking at this piece. The band is a textile, almost Kevlar-like material, which is very comfortable and versatile and was my personal preference over a bracelet or the JLC rubber strap. It has a double clasp with JLC signed buckle. The case back provides all the information about the piece and the proud 1000-hour QC control performed by the factory. Now, the Reverso is known for, well, reversing, so let's take a look at the movement. If you push the case along the side, it slides over to reveal beautifully even and well-executed pelage. If we flip the case around, we see the in-house JLC 39 jewel caliber 754, showcasing a nicely skeletonized rotor, column wheel, which you can see working here as I engage and disengage the chronograph, the free-sprung balance wheel, making this piece as tough as it looks, while the vertical clutch that allows me to keep the chronograph running worry-free is hidden under the main plate. There's no shortage of text to read on this side with information that identifies the model and serial information of the movement. So what do I think about this piece? I think we all know I absolutely love it. If I'm gonna get picky, I'd like to see lume that doesn't need direct flashlight exposure to make it usable. The only reason I even bring it up is because they bothered to apply it. In my opinion, if it can't be practically used, it's best to leave it off. This JLC Squadra is refined in every way you would expect, with the ability to be as tough as I had hoped. while the vulcanized rubber on the case means I don't need to be as careful as I might with more exposed stainless steel pieces. I don't have any other straps for it yet, although I'm waiting on a few with red contrast stitching that I recently ordered off WatchGecko. This piece suits my everyday needs and in general my personality. This JLC may see many pieces come and go, but it will be with me forever. Not as a watch collector trophy, but as a trophy of what I can accomplish when I set my sights on something. I hope the only issue I ever have with it as I grow older is that I only have one JLC Squadra and 3 sons to succeed me. If you guys have any suggestions on something I should set my sights on next, let me know. I'm still smitten and haven't decided on anything else yet. If you enjoyed this review and or found it useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. As usual, if this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. That's it for this one. CG, out.